Hello and welcome back sa ating channel. Ang topic natin today is how narcissists play the victim. Kasi narcissists are professional victim. Sila yung may kasalanan, tapos sila yung aasta na biktima. Ganon po ka-twist ang mga mind ng narcissistic personality disorder individual. So, ang article po na babasahin natin ay physicscentral.com na isinulat ni Dario Sicanavicius. Nabasa ko ba Sicanavicius nga. So, last updated August 10, 2020. So, bago po ang article na ito. People with strong narcissistic tendencies are known for certain destructive social patterns. Anybody who has had the misfortune of dealing with these types of people may notice that whenever there's conflict or any type of disagreement, they tend to act in an abhorrent yet predictable manner. In this article, we will explore the common behaviors and scenarios where narcissistic and otherwise toxic people play the victim and manipulate the narrative. Delusional and denial. Narcissists can't deal with reality because it contradicts what they want to be true. May sarili po kasi silang role. They have their own illusion of reality. So, yun. And this creates painful emotions. As a coping mechanism, they learn to delude themselves that what is real is actually not real. You see, tinitwist nila yung reality. They have their own version of reality in their mind. And however, they see the situation is real even though it isn't. Sometimes they truly see it that way. Other times, it's just a story they tell themselves and others. And often, the longer you tell a story, the more you believe it. Yeah, they believe their own lie. It's proven and tested. The narc I was dealing with believed their own lies. Sarili nilang kasinungaling ang pinapaniwalaan nila. So yun, mauubos lang yung energy mo na kahit may proof ka. Because their goal is to make you wrong. So save your energy, cut the contact, and live your happy life. That's the best revenge. So, either way, the first step is to create a version of events that is an alternative to what actually happened or what's going on. Dinadivert na nila yung yung kung ano yung totoong nangyari. Gagawa yan siya ng distraction. Gagawa siya ng distraction para ma-focus doon yung attention ng mga tao o ng target niya. Tapos, parang set up ba? Then they can blame you for that. Kasi sinet up ka eh. Nihintay nila yung reaction mo. So, tip lang po, never react. Silence is the best weapon against narcissist. Silence. If you are silenced, they don't know what to attack. And they are scratching their head because your response is not written in their playbook. Kasi nasanay sila na laging may reaction. Nakakalculate yan kung paano ka magre-react sa manipulation sa mga setups nila. Kaya once hindi ka nag-react, makukonfuse sila. Hindi nag-work yung yung buttons ko na pinupost ko, hindi nag-work Makukonfuse yan. So, anyway, the first step is to create a version of events that is alternative to what actually happened or what's going on. Then, lying. Nagsisinungaling. While delusion is more an internal process, lying and denial is often in the context of other people. Regular people deal with their problems by themselves, internally, or they discuss it in very private setting, in therapy or among very close, healthy people. Narcissists don't have people like that in their life and are not really interested in actually resolving anything or being introspective. Narcissists simply want to know that they are the right. You see the pattern, yung pagiging entitled nila. Feeling of entitlement. Lagi silang feeling nila, lagi silang tama. Nasa na ba tayo? Narcissists simply want to know that they are in the right. For that, they need other people's false validation to regulate their shaky self-esteem. Kaya nga, di ba, if you are one of the narcissist followers, wala kang karapatan maging you don't have any right to have your own opinion. What narcissist said, you must say yes. Pag sinabi ng narcissist na the sky is red, kahit blue yan sa paningin mo, you have to agree, it's red. Ganun ka-twisted yung mga mind ng narcissist. Kasi nga, gusto ka nilang ilagay dun sa how they see reality. Once na hindi may sarili kang utak, yun. You have to be eliminated. Yun. Gagawan ka ng kwento, isi-sit up ka. So, nasa na ba tayo? They need to find people who would agree with them. They need to find people who would agree with them, and in order for others to agree with them, these other people either need to be terrible, unhealthy, and unable to recognize their toxic tendencies. So, yung mga followers nila is either toxic din. Kasi kung healthy ka naman, nakita mo nang mali, ba't nandun ka pa? So, meron ding toxicity or maybe they also are narcissist. Dalawa lang yan. Either may toxicity or may codependency itong tao na ito, o kaya meron din siyang narcissistic personality disorder. Di ba nga, birds of same feathers flock together. Narcissists need to lie and present a different story than what is actually true. Ooh. Here they tend to flip the roles where they are good, noble, caring, virtuous, and the other person is evil. Aha, tinwist na nga. Cruel, selfish, and immoral. Which brings us to the next point. Projection. Projection, so familiar. The most common way narcissists create alternative narratives is by projecting. We talk about narcissistic projection in a separate article, but to extract the main point, narcissists love to project yung mga devil deeds nila, yung mga qualities nila, ipoproject, ibibintang sa'yo, magtataka ka na lang, ibibintang sa'yo, then they steal your good qualities. Ganun ka-twist yung mga utak nitong mga devil na ito. So, if they say that other person is jealous of them, then you know that narcissist is jealous. If they say that the other person was cruel to them, then you know that the narcissist was cruel to other person. If they say that the other person was lying and cheating, then you know they were the one lying and cheating. Kung ano yung binibintang sa'yo, asahan mo yun ang ginagawa niya. Kapag yung inaral niyo po ang paano mang-trick ang mga narcissist, lahat ng lalabas sa bibig nila, kagagawa nila yun. So you don't need to defend yourself. Mag-take note ka, mag-journal ka. Kasi lahat ng lumalabas sa bibig nila is mga kademonyuhang ginagawa nila. So, know yourself well. Don't take the bait. So, yun. And, yes, sometimes it's not as simple, and this could be unhealthy behavior on both sides. But more often than not, whatever the narcissist is presenting the other person is much more accurate description of who they are, of who the narcissist is. Whatever the case may be, the mechanism here is that in the narcissist's mind, they try to attribute their own unhealthy behavior, perspective, and character traits to the other person because it shifts attention and responsibility from them. Alam niyo, yung mga narcissist, kahit na halata ng they don't take the responsibility for their action. Para talaga silang like, tama talaga yung sinabi na they are kids in adult's body. Wala silang pakialam na yung ginagawa nila. Wala silang pakialam sa consequences. Kaya nga, as much as possible, they project their evil deeds para hugas kamay ba, wala silang pananagutan. Ganun po. So, kapag may narcissist kayo sa buhay niyo, my God, run as fast as you can. Cut the contact. They don't change and they have nothing to offer but chaos, drama, and insanity. They don't worth it. Like, nah. Nasaan na ba tayo? Whatever, nasaan na ba tayo? Because it shifts attention and if the other person is all these bad things, then it can't be that I'm the thinks the narcissist. I'm the good guy here. Baliktad nga still sa'yo yung identity mo, tas yung identity nilang kasamaan nila i-project sa'yo. But you don't need to defend yourself. Alam mo sa sarili mo kung anong klase kang tao. At saka, ang mga tao din na nasa paligid na nakakakilala din sa narcissist, they know the truth. Kaya lang, pinili nila na mag-side doon sa narcissist kasi nga they also have toxicity in them. Or maybe they have, natatakot sila na pagbalingan sila ng narcissist. Kaya, nilunok nila yung katotohanan. Umaanib sila doon sa demonyo. But, you don't need to, wag mo silang hayaan mo lang sila kasi their time will come. Their time will come, really. Sa narcissist, walang makakaligtas. Walang makakaligtas, sasabihin mo na, okay, umaali ako sa'yo. Ayan, yung loyalty ko sa'yo. No, your time is ticking and your time will come na ikaw na naman ang pagbabalingan ng narcissist. And believe me, it will come. At ihanda nyo ang mga sarili nyo sa aftermath ng narcissistic abuse. Save your sanity. If I were you, ngayon pa lang, run as fast as you can. Cut the contact. Kasi alam mo sa sarili mo magmuni-muni ka. Tapos, tanungin mo ang sarili mo kung ano yung mga nakukuha mo sa taong ito. Meron bang humanity, kindness, caring, love? Meron ba? Yung totoo, real care, real love, real connection, meron ba? Wala, di ba? Puro lang trash talk ng ibang tao, puro lang paninira. Ikaw mismo sa sarili mo ba? Yung narcissist ba na inaaniban mo? Mapagkakatiwalaan mo? Hindi, di ba? Alam mo kung ano ang kaya niyang gawin, kaya natatakot ka, kaya hindi mo mailabas-labas yung totoo. Umaanib ka sa kanya kasi natatakot ka. Yun na yun. At the time will come. Or panapanahon lang naman yan Kasi narcissist, matagal na nilang gawain yan mura pa pagkabata nila yung manipulation nila. And they never change. Believe me, yung marami silang na biktima, marami na silang, hindi yan nagbabago. Narcissists never change. Alam mo kung anong nababago lang sa kanila? Yung mga biktima nila. Kasi once na yung isang biktima nila ay nagising, they look for another victim. Yun lang ang nag-change sa kanila. Yung victim at saka yung kanilang yung pattern nila pareho lang Pareho lang, walang pinag-iba. Kaya nga once na you learn the red flag, once you learn how they trick, you are a lot of steps ahead of them. At matatawa ka na masusuka kung gaano kadumi ang laro nila. Bata, they are kid trapped in adults body, but dangerous enough dahil magaling silang mag-manipulate. So, framing the story. Alam niyo ba kung paano mag-frame ng story ang mga narcissist? Yun nga. Narcissists also like to truncate the story and present only the bit where the aggrieved party reacted to their toxic behavior. Yun na, yung reaction mo na, yun ang gagamitin laban sa'yo. Pero yung paano nag-start yung gulo, hindi babanggitin yan. Kasi syempre, sino ba naman ang syempre, kailangan ikaw ang masama, di ba? Target ang masama, yung victim ang masama. Siya ang magaling. Skip niya yung story na yun na kung saan siya ang nag-umpisa ng gulo. Skip niya yun. Yun lang ang gagamitin niya yung reaction mo. Diba? Yun nga yung divide and conquer nila. Wala silang, kaya nga ina-isolate nila yung victim nila. Ayaw nila na may makausap ang victim na ibang tao. Kaya nga, sinisiraan nila yung victim sa ibang tao para, kasi hindi na nila makontrol yung victim nila. Kukontrol nila yung ibang tao naman. You know? At sige, tuloy natin. Or they twist it by using euphemism and deceiving language. I'm not controlling. I just want what's best for you. Kalood. Nandiri ako dun sa sinabi nung narcissist. If you treat me like a friend, I will treat you like my sister. If you treat me like a trash, I will treat you like a trash. Hindi ko talaga hindi ko maintindihan yung feelings ko ng time na yun. Like, matatawa ako na. Ay, sa totoo lang, nanlalamig ako na. Hindi ko alam kung matatawa ako. Basta, kinakagat ko na lang yung dila ko. Grabe yung, alam mo yung mga lines ng narcissist, parang yung sa movie. Kasi kung ano yung mga narinig niya, ina-apply nila kasi nga wala silang they don't have originality. My God. Nothing. They are nothing. Alam mo lahat nga ng yung pinapakita nilang kabaitan sa'yo. Lang yan, karakter yan ng mga ibang tao na nakasalamuhan nila. Tapos nagwo-work yun, alam nila na magagamit nila yung na yun. So, i-apply lang nila kapag may bago silang na-meet na tao. Ganon. They are thief. So, for example, if a narcissist dislikes you and tries to bully you, but you stand up for yourself, they will frame it as if they are the ones being victim of bullying. Ayun na nga. Binaliktad ka na. And their narrative, they were just doing their thing or joking around and you started being mean to them. Meanwhile, they simply left out what happened beforehand when they bullied you. So actually, you being mean to them is a normal response to toxic behavior. Professional victim talaga yung mga narcissists. Here, by leaving out or downplaying their aggression, they simply frame you engaging in a self-defense as vile aggression against them. And they think, how dare you react or challenge me? Ganun naman sila Magaling silang mang-provoke. Pero ba't di ka na-take their own medicine? Di ka na-take it. Kahit yung kapiranggot lang na, di ka na-handle it. Yung pang-aabuso nila na ginagawa sa mga tao sa paligid nila. Marisbakan mo lang yan ng kahit na isang beses lang. Nako, masisira yung ego nila at yun ang hindi nila kayang tanggapin. Kaya nga magre-rage talaga yan. Alam mo yung parang gumuho yung mundo nila kasi nga, feeling nga nila is magaling sila, perfect sila. Ang tingin nila sa'yo ay doormat. How dare you? How dare you na ipagtanggol yung sarili mo. Nasanay kasi yan sila na doormat kanila. So kahit hindi ka mag-argue sa kanila, once na hindi nila nakuha yung reaction na ini-expect nila from you, Naku, kukulo ang mga dugo niyan sa galit. Believe me. So, slander, triangulation, character, assassination. Yun na yun, sisirain na nila yung karakter mo. Ikaw na yung toxic. There are several ways how the narcissist employs their lies and projections, and the goal is always to turn others against you in hope that they won't try to figure out the truth. My God, pag ganito, hayaan mo lang sila. People will eventually figure out and the truth will eventually come out. You don't need to do anything. It's a waste of time. Work on for all the narcissistic victims, narcissistic abuse victims out there. Don't waste your time engaging with this. Kasi yan pag yun nag-explain ka sa tao, mas lalo kang magmumukhang isipin ng ibang tao na totoo yung sinabi ng narcissist kasi dinidipinsahan mo yung sarili mo. No, never defend yourself. You know yourself as you know who you are as a person. It's enough. You don't need validation of other people to say you're a good person. You know to yourself that you are a good person at hindi mo kailangan ng validation ng ibang tao. Narcissist lang ang may kailangan ng validation at attention. So tayo mga dumaan sa ganito, ilaan natin yung oras natin sa sa self-care, self-love. That is the anti-narc. Nasaan na tayo? Ano ba yan? Yan. Slander, triangulation, character assassination. There are several ways how the narcissist employs their lies and projections, and the goal is always to turn others against you in hope that they won't try to figure out the truth. One of the ways to do that is triangulation. In psychology, it means controlling and manipulating communication between two parties. It is related to gossiping, smearing, and slandering, where the narcissist spread false information around. A more extreme version of all that is character assassination, where the lies are much more severe and damaging. Closer analysis. If you actually examine the narcissist narrative, you quickly notice that they are full of crap. Exactly. At dun ka na masusuka. Doon ka talaga you feel nothing but disgust once you find out. They are full of crap. For instance, if you examine a narcissist parent who tells others how you hurt them and say mean things, you quickly notice that they are the one who constantly demeans, disrespect, and manipulates the adult child. And when the child becomes more assertive and stops giving them resources, time, money, attention, they see it as aggression because they feel entitled to those resources. Yun lang naman Yung yung time mo, yung loyalty mo, they feel entitled to that. Once na hindi ka nga nag-react, hindi mo binalidate sila na magaling sila, perfect sila. They take it as a personal attack, alam mo yun? Kaya magtataka ka na lang saan nanggagaling yung galit. Yung galit nila, alam mo kung saan nanggagaling? Doon yung sa utak nila na yung disorder nila because the narcissists are severely disordered. Yeah, so, if you examine further, you notice that not only the narcissist parent was initially disrespecting the adult child's boundaries, but it is also retaliating further now by manipulating others into siding with them. Hindi lang ito sa sa daughter and parents na scenario. Sa mga friends, ganito rin ang gagawin nila sa'yo ng victim. Ng narcissist sa victim nila. Na imamanipulate nila yung other people to see you as bad. Slander ka as a character assassination. Pero yun nga, gaya ng sinabi ko, never ever waste your time defending yourself. Never. Kasi ang mga tao, alam nila yung totoo. O kung hindi man nila alam yung totoo, truth will always comes out. You know? So, In the same case, in professional environments or personal relationships, the narcissist party does something toxic. The aggravated party reacts and stops the perpetrator or distance from them, and then the narcissist retaliates by trying to shape the social opinion into narrative where they are the good righteous party. Sometimes they even convince others to bully and intimidate the target further. Yun na yung abuse by proxy. Kasi yung mga narcissist nila, I mean yung mga flying monkeys nila, they will also do the deeds para dyan sa, ganun ang loyalty nila sa, narcissist na amo nila. So, yung kukontakin ka, tapos aaktang inosente, kukontakin ka, like, for what? Like, for how many years? Tapos, biglang tatawag sa'yo, kukontakin ka. Tapos, aasta na walang alam sa nangyari. Hello? Kaya nga, ang advice, cut the contact. Cut mo ang contact sa narcissist, cut the contact also all the flying monkeys. Yan. And later on, mag-aano yan sila, sila ang magrarambulan. Kasi nagkakampi-kampi yan sila pag they have their common target, but they don't trust each other. Alam nila kung anong kayang gawin ng isa't isa. So, yun. These methods often rely on the target not having a support system or being isolated. This increases the narcissist's chances of others siding with them and not with the victim. Inyo na yan. Inyo na yung mga flying monkeys mo. Summary and closing words. Sorry. Narcissists can't accept that they may not be wonderful people. Kasi nga, yung pagiging wonderful nila is lang yun, false self. Yun ang ego nila, yun ang gusto nilang maging. Kaya lang, yung reality nga nila, hindi ganun. Kaya they create this false self. And you have to agree, you have to believe this false self. So yun. They are also incredibly fragile when facing an idea that perhaps they did something wrong, especially if others can see it. Therefore, if there's a conflict, they will do anything and everything to maintain a fantasy that they are always good, all while perceiving the other party as evil. And not only that, they need other people's validation that their delusion is true. My God. To achieve that, they create preposterous, slanderous, manipulative narratives where all that is true and try to convince others of it. And since many people are unwilling and unable to look into the truth behind it, excuse me, the narcissist can find the validation they desperately crave and even act out their revenge fantasies. My God, kawawa naman ang mga taong ito. Often, the reason is as simple as hating to see others doing well because they themselves are miserable. Yun. Kaya nga they hate you. Ano na yung target nila? Yung mga people who close to them na happy people. They hate happy people. And if they cannot, kasi they cannot steal it eh. Your happiness, they cannot steal it. So, isasabotage nila yun na magiging miserable ka kagaya nila. Kasi nga, misery needs company. Yun. As a result, sometimes people get seriously hurt, socially, financially, emotionally, or even physically. But the narcissist doesn't care about that. Yeah, yun ang sinasabi ko. Wala silang ano ba yung tawag dyan? They don't have any responsibility of their action. Kahit mamatay ka dyan, kasalanan mo pa na namatay ka. O pag sinaktan ka nila tapos umiyak ka, kasalanan mo kasi nasaktan ka. Para bang tingin nila sa'yo ka. Kasi nga di sila makarelate sa pain mo kasi nga they are lack of empathy. So, as a result, in fact, they are often As a result, sometimes people get seriously hurt socially, financially, emotionally, or even physically. But the narcissist doesn't care about that. In fact, they are often glad because in their narrative, the target deserve it by being evil. Na ikaw na ngayon yung evil, ikaw na ngayon ginawa ng masama, ikaw na ngayon yung evil. Ganon ka-twisted ang mga utak ng mga narcissistic people. So, whatever happened is justified. Yun lang naman justified kung ano yung ginawa nila. To escape accountability. Of course, not everyone can see the truth when listening to the narcissist, but it's quite evident looking from the outside, or if you have enough psychological insight and experience, and if you are wise and educated enough on it, you can avoid getting into this situation. Minimize the damage, sever your ties with them more quickly, and protect yourself better. So, kayo dyan naman mga narcissist sa paligid ninyo na akala nyo ay Your time is ticking and your time will come. Ngayon pa lang, magbalot-balot na kayo. I'm telling you. Nasa na yun. I hope na may natutunan po kayo sa video natin. Pasensya na po at medyo napahaba, like 30 minutes na tayo. Thank you guys for your time. And please comment down below. Thank you po sa oras ninyo. At sa mga minamahal ko po na survivors, love yourself first. Bye!